Good afternoon. I'm actually holding the camera up using sticky weed. Not actually sticking to it, but just resting on it. Do you remember sticky weed? I remember that from I don't know, George Spencer years ago. Used to just get this fucking shitty weed and just throw it at people and it just stick. A bit nostalgic. I'm back at work tomorrow and I'm kind of looking forward to it, I guess, to some extent. I'm I wouldn't say I'm apprehensive, but there's obviously, well, not obviously, but there's part of me that's like, getting up at 5, cycle half an hour to get to work, just that natural laziness, I guess, natural laziness in me. But I know that when I get there and when I'm working, I'll enjoy it. So I've not actually don't have really any anxiety at all. Um, Even though it's, yeah, as I say, the only tiny bit of apprehension is because I'm changing my routine from waking up at whatever it is. Whatever, I wake up now from like 7 to 9, really. Changing it from that to waking up at 5 and going to bed for like 8 o'clock. Because I've not been sleeping well recently because I've been watching TV with Nico right before bed. Is that Nico now? Because Nico's gone on a walk as well. No, it's not. So yeah, I've not been sleeping well recently. So tonight I want to get to bed like 8, read for about an hour, and then just, you know, drop dead in bed. Wake up at 5, and yeah, recently my eating has been better. Like over the last, I don't know, 2 weeks, maybe a month. I'd say maybe a month. I still can't say that word properly. Month. My eating's been pretty good. I've not really been losing weight. I don't think I've lost much or any weight at all. Um, but I haven't been like anxiety eating at all. Honestly, I don't think I've really anxiety eating at all. And I've not binged. I've not eaten super late. I've eaten a couple of times relatively soon before bed, and that was just because I was genuinely pretty damn hungry. I've been fasting for, on average, I don't know, 14 hours, sometimes up to 18 hours, and it's not even been that difficult. I don't really know how I've managed to do it. I think part of it was becoming so dissatisfied with my body, but then also part of it was somehow not comparing myself as frequently to Nico in terms of physique. We stopped working out a few weeks ago, 2, 3 weeks ago, because we finished the body workout program. We finished it. So yeah, I really can't say. I don't think I've been losing any weight because I've still been eating until I'm full. Really, I still have like a fuck off bowl of porridge. Like, yeah, I have a big bowl of porridge every day. And tomorrow, I think I'm gonna basically stop. I'm gonna try not having breakfast, which I think is gonna be a pretty shit idea. I think it's a pretty shit idea. I might try it tomorrow, not having breakfast. But yeah, this is not very interesting at all. I'm beginning to appreciate that. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping that I can get into pretty good shape over the next, what is it, 4 months until I go home? Shit, less than 4 months. October, I've got to the end of October, end of November, end of December. I want to be going home really the end of January, so less than 4 months, which is, I'm kind of looking forward to going home a bit, just because I don't know. There's nothing exciting going on at the moment. It's very stagnant. I don't know. I have stuff I want to do when I get home, which I'll talk about soon. Nico bought a nearly like 900 and something US dollar gym kit. So Olympic bar, 80 kg of 10 kilogram weights, a bench, and a full blown squat rack, which is fucking awesome. And I've been using it most every day since he got it, so nearly 5 days, 6 days. I've been using it nearly every day, maybe missed 1 or 2 days, which is fine. And I've been enjoying it, really enjoying it actually. It feels damn good to be pumping iron lifting weight. It really does. And Nika bought that because basically the Argentinian economy is completely fucked. It's completely shit itself. Has been shitting itself for a while, but now it's like one of the final explosions of shit it's going to expulse. Potentially. Maybe we'll keep doing it fucking forever. But basically, they can't get money out of the economy, so somehow he's managed to, with his mum's card, pay for $1,000, and Nico, when he sells this gym equipment, when we leave, he'll give his mum the money back. But yeah, it's just, it's weakening by the day, the currencies is completely shit. So yeah, been doing that, been eating fine, not been reading much, been playing some League every other day. I've been doing a lot of research into things each day. I've got a finance tracker thing I made in Excel. My investing is pretty much done. I'm kind of leaving that now. I've got £4,000 invested. I'm thinking of leaving that because my dad said that I might need the money over the next year or two, because I don't know when I'm next going to find work and what it's going to be and how much I'm going to spend next year. But yeah, me and Elliot are going to Scotland next spring / winter. I don't know when winter ends. Does winter end at the beginning of March? I don't know. Right, Elbow. I would prefer to go earlier now. I did say, I don't know, a week ago that I prefer to go like May or June even. I think I said May, but now I'm pretty, because of what I'm going to say soon, I would prefer to go early, if that's cool with you. I don't know, like I think we originally said maybe March, April time. That'd be groovy with me. It'd be fucking cold, man, but that'd be groovy, very groovy indeed. So yes, my plan kind of is. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I've been researching into Scotland. I planned a walk. I was going to do the Pennine walk up to Scotland, and then I changed it, and now I aim to cycle up to Scotland. I'd like to go to the Peak District and the Lake District on the way up. Spend a single day just hiking around the Peak District, and then I think 3 days hiking about the Lake District. I want to do Helvellyn, Scarfell Pike, and then there's this other scenic walk, and then carry on from the Lake District. Should be 2 days cycle to Edinburgh, to Wellbells, and then Scotland is going to be amazing. Even if the weather's shit, it's going to be awesome. I don't think that should perturb me that much. Maybe it will, but I think it just provides more of a challenge, and to some extent, when we get a decent day, if we get a decent day, if it's not all shite, then it'll just feel even more, rewarding. So now on to, I guess, the bigger topic, the big thing I want to talk about. I would like to go to Scotland. Yeah, I would like to go to Scotland as well, but I would like to go to Norway next summer. I'm not concrete on this, and I don't want to just get too hyped up on camera about it, because well, one, I don't really get excited about things, so that's kind of impossible anyway, and two, because I don't want to kind of jinx it and then say I'm going to do it and then not do it. But basically, I would like to go maybe May time, fly over with a bike. My dad's got this cycle to bike camping bike that he bought, has never ridden, rode like once. These cockatoos and noises, shit, man, like massive fucking pterodactyls. And you hear that shit, man? Of course you can. You can't not hear it unless you've got the video muted, and you wouldn't hear the question. But yeah, basically, I'd like to go to Norway, get a plane. Yeah, Dad got a bike, doesn't use it. He's going to give it to me. I'm going to pay him back some money that he loaned me, because I'm a bank of daddy. But yeah, I'm paying him back 500. It cost him 550. 500 is part of the 1.5k he loaned me, so he's doing me a favour, and I basically says to him, please count that as my birthday and Christmas as well then. And I'm going to buy some panniers, maybe another tent, a bike computer. I'm going to get a compact camera, and yeah, a solo bike trip from fly to Oslo, sorry, then fly to Tromsø, which is one of the northernmost cities, and then get a ferry to Honningsvagen, I think it's called Honningsvagen, and then cycle like 20-30k to Cape North, which is the northernmost part of continental Europe, and then basically cycle down. I aim to follow the coast pretty much all the way, go over the Lofoten Islands, which look nice, and then follow the coast, go to Bergen, cross over Bergen into Oslo, which is probably going to be the most difficult part of the trip because of the mountains, but it looks spectacular, and especially just cycling through it, and then get to then get to Oslo, and then maybe just fly home, depending on cash, depending on, I don't know, maybe going to Sweden. It's mainly just trees in Sweden, I think, so it just depends on what I want to do. If I just want more solitude and more exploration and cycling, then do that, or just fly home, or go over to Denmark. There's some wild camping I can do in Denmark, and then it shouldn't be too expensive because I aim to wild camp pretty much all of it. Now, I don't know how it's going to work, but kind of what I want to do is just go, okay, let's cycle along this motorway, because it's pretty much all motorway in the north of Norway, following the coast. Let's just follow this, and then, oh look, there's a hiking trail up a mountain. Let's park my bike somewhere, hike, set up my tent, and just camp there on, I don't know, a plateau on some mountainside. I don't know how feasible this is going to be, because where the fuck am I going to store my bike? And I need a pannier with like a backpack, and I need to be able to fit the tent in and enough stuff to camp overnight, and then I need to lock my pannier that I don't take with me, or I just take the pannier with me. I don't know. If I can't do that, then I don't really care. Just camping next to the road, or camping a bit off the road and up verges or whatever, will suffice. I mean, just cycling through and seeing these mountains and getting, hopefully, a good amount of solitude, and just cycling, and it'd be nice. I think it's what I want to do. I don't know in terms of writing, if I want to write much or whatever. I don't know, but some of the sites look stupendous. I think some of it, like the Lofoten Islands and Bergen, and just generally the coast and the little archipelagos on the coast, I think they're going to be pretty touristy, but I don't know. I should be okay, hopefully, and it shouldn't be too expensive. I know ferries can be expensive, especially as they accumulate, because there are quite a few ferries. Food is damn expensive, but I think I can get around that by just shopping at supermarkets, and then accommodation, hopefully, just be in my tent, and hopefully the weather isn't too disastrous. And the thing is, if it all goes to shit and it's freezing and my waterproofs are no longer waterproof, or whatever, I failed in some drastic way, then I don't know, I can just get a train, get a ferry to Bergen, to Oslo, some way or another I can get home. But I think it's something I want to do. It looks beautiful, and at the moment I'm kind of craving mountains. I don't know. I think Scotland's going to be fucking sick, I think. And I start work tomorrow. It should be good. I think there's a possibility over the next few months that I can lose weight. I've got just over 3 months, like 3.5 months pretty much of work. I think in that time there is a chance I can lose a decent amount of weight, and keep on, put on a bit of muscle, or retain some muscle. If I can, and I go home in good shape, feeling good about myself, then I think I'm going to be able to enjoy Scotland and Norway pretty much no matter what. At the moment, I'm experiencing a decent amount of insecurity regarding girls, and I don't know why that is. I think it's just I don't think there's a direct, massive, obvious source. It just kind of, there are just vicissitudes regarding my insecurities, and at the moment it just seems to be a bit more poignant. a bit more palpable. Again, I think one of the main sources is just that I've had 8 weeks where the only person I've spoken to face to face has been Nico, and maybe a cashier once a week for a minute less at the supermarket, but pretty much just Nico. And then I only speak to my family once a week, mum once, dad once, sometimes for 10 minutes. So my social contact has been very, very limited. So it's kind of good that I've been able to get my eating in decent order. I've not destroyed myself with self-expectations because I'm living with Nico, who, as I've mentioned before, is very good looking and in fucking great shape, and he's got his life pretty much together to a great extent in regard to his job and his eating and his working out, and his financially free essentially. So I have had problems comparing myself to him, but I've been pretty alright. And over the last week, maybe 2 weeks, mentally I've been pretty okay as well. I think that I'd say I attribute that primarily to eating. I do remember that a month or two ago, and kind of for a lot of this year, whenever my eating has been particularly bad or even just pretty meh, it affected me all day, and I've always got like food. Whenever I've had like food on my mind, and it's just completely deteriorated my mental condition, my mental state, my mood. Really does impact me. Over the last couple of weeks, it's been all right. So, job's a good one. Work, yep, and then fitness, yep, and then regarding training for Scotland, I think that cycle ride up there should suffice. That'll be difficult, and it'll force me to get my shit together pretty fast because some days are like 100 and something kilometres when I'm going up on my own to Scotland. And then also work's very physical. Like tomorrow, I hope, and thereafter I hope, I will just be fucking shoveling mulch, and it's going to be hot. And one thing I think is going to kind of test me is the likely presence of snakes, because some of the reserves we work in are pretty isolated, I guess. Kind of not out back, but they're kind of out the way, out the back. Not too far outside of Melbourne at all, but it's not really near too many people. So they're kind of not very well trodden. So there may be snakes. That'd be interesting. I do kind of want to see snakes and go, oh shit, snakes, but at the same time I don't want to be a retard and get bitten and go, aha, right, near death, woo. I don't really have much else to say, I don't think. I've been listening to, I guess I can update you generally what I've been listening to, because I've been listening to quite a lot of music. Death Grips I've been listening to a lot of over the last week, just over a week. It took me about 3 entire listen throughs of their discography to begin to enjoy their music, and now I quite a lot enjoy most of that which they've produced, that which they've created. I don't know, it's like a lot of death metal bands I listen to. Like on first listen I'm like, I have no opinion, and then over time, 1 listen, 2 listen, 3 listen, a couple of songs, then 4 listen to the entire album. I'm like, okay, I can really dig this shit. It just takes patience, and yeah, I don't know, but I think that potentially says something about I guess I can kind of extrapolate this to different areas. I think this says something about my ability to appreciate things. I'm not just going to say, oh yeah, I can appreciate art, but yeah, I don't know. I watched a video, this reminds me of a video I watched yesterday where I'm reading Moby Dick. So I was looking at whales yesterday. I'm not trying to suck my own dick by saying I'm reading Moby Dick, but that's relevant for why I was looking at bloody humpback whales on YouTube. But yeah, there was this humpback whale, and it next to like California, or I don't know where it was, somewhere in America. It wasn't Cali, it was near New York. near Florida, I think, near Florida Keys. Anyway, whale watching, and they were filming it, and this whale fucking jumped, and 10 meters, 50 meters from the boat, and everyone was just screaming and saying, "Oh my god, I got that on video! I got the entire thing on video! Look, I got it all on video!" I was just, it just like irked me. So I was like, why is that the first thing you're fucking thinking of? Like, cool, okay, you can, but that shouldn't be like, I got it on video, like in the moment. It's like, I'm capturing this on video. No, it should be experiencing it. And I don't know, like with music, when people can only listen to catchy music, you know, when people can only, I don't know, eat fast food, um, they have to, I don't know, get a buzz every week off something. I've fallen back into drinking caffeine, by the way, which is not great, because I'm now definitely somewhat dependent on that. I know that if I went a day without caffeine, without a coffee in the morning, I'd be like knackered by 9, 10 a.m. Then I'd have to slowly wake up. Anyway, that's another thing. But yeah, you know, and I think, I don't know, the fact that I can eat very simply and not have to have massive flavour profiles in my food, and the fact that, I don't know, I listen to difficult or relatively inaccessible music, and what else? Read sometimes stuff, you know, stuff that can be considered difficult. Books, you know, I read, you know, considerably difficult, relatively difficult books. I think that has allowed me to appreciate things in nature that other people may overlook, and that's what I guess I was referencing earlier when I was saying about Scotland. Like, if it's shit weather, then it's like when Elliot went to fucking Scotland with Jared and Harvey, and there were midges, and oh man, that made me laugh so much. That was like the most I laughed. That's like the most I'd laughed in so long. That was so fucking funny, dude. And the way he described it as well was hilarious. I don't know why. But yeah, like when Elbow went to Scotland and there were loads of midges and it was just a complete shit show, like a train wreck of an evening. Like Jared was getting noticeably like aggravated by it. It says like one of the worst weekends ever. And Elliot was just pissing himself. And that's like, you know, being able to take yourself lightheartedly, you know, not take yourself seriously, and ability to self-deprecate, and the ability to kind of enjoy absurdity in situations, like the, you know, the absurdity of, like, the irony of, this is supposed to be an amazing relaxing weekend but it's all gone to fucking shit and it's more stressful than normal. There's humour in that, you know, the absurdity of it, or the, if it's absurdity or what, I don't know if it's absurdity, but the irony of it then. But yeah, and I don't know, if Norway's shit but then I see a fjord, it might just make my entire holiday. Like when I went to Stavanger with Jacob and Prekerstol, and that blew me away, man. Or bloody Petra in Jordan, that was, oh, that was unbelievable. I don't know, it should be, you know, I'm hoping it's going to be pretty cool. You know, I don't know, sometimes when I just walk around this golf course, I see the kangaroos and they kind of mesmerise me, or I'm fortunate that I have some ability to appreciate simple, relatively simple things. I don't like it when people say, oh yeah, just appreciate having bread in the morning. You can focus on it, you can be like, wow, but I think a lot of the time you're kidding yourself. And I think I'm going to end the video soon because it's nearly 25 minutes and those birds are loud as shit. I've been woken up multiple times over the last month or two. There's a dog right next to me, just popped out of nowhere, by birds next to my window just in the morning doing this shit. Man, sometimes at like, I don't know, 6 or so in the morning, just this like loud. Oh, dog, I think these dogs are going to come to me now. Is he? Hello. Right, okay, no they're not. Okay, anyway, I'm going to, 25 minutes. See you later. Oh yeah, and cheers Caleb for commenting, dude. It's nice to hear from him, man. Nice to see that you watch my, even if it's the odd one video, it's nice to see that you've viewed my vlogging stuff on YouTube. So yeah, shout out to Caleb. Cheers, mate.